Hello, it's the comic book guy and welcome back to Marvel Superheroes Secret Wars, issue number 4. And as we can see here, the Hulk is holding what appears to be beneath 150 billion tons of rock. And Iron Man's just there, just chilling and all that, you know, they're all just relaxing. She-Hulk's not even helping, you know, lazy bitch. And he's not happy. So, yeah. I can't actually remember what happened in the last issue. Shit went down, alright, you know, shit always goes down. So let's see what shit goes down today in issue number 4. Situation hopeless. There. So much for the superheroes headquarters. Well, fuck. And as the victors explore the ruins, I can't believe we let them slip through our fingers. How could they have escaped? With the destruction of their fortress complete, their moments are numbered, Dr. Octopus. We shall hunt them down like dogs. Molecule Man, it was unbelievable how you obliterated this entire structure with just a wave of your hand. Oh, it's easy when you control all molecules. And you can call me Owen if you want, Volcana. Owen, what a darling name. Look at now, man, he's getting lucky here. Any sign of the Octopus? Not yet. These glasses I found seem to automatically detect and focus on moving objects, sooner or later. Wait, there! About 5 miles that way. I see them regrouping. They look to be in bad shape. Easy to finish off. They're out of range of hand weapons, but perhaps we can salvage a heavy cannon. Pah! Titania needs no weapons. Except this. Holy. They will not escape, I will crush them all. Alright, Wrecking Crew, if she can do it, so can we. Bomb them with smaller chunks of debris. Throwing rocks is stupid. Let's go after them, just in case Titania missed. The Absorbing Man is right, let's go. That really won't be necessary. I can take care of them for sure. Really, Owen? Sure, Volcana. Just watch. See those mountains in the distance? I'll just drop those on them. Meanwhile, as Captain America regroups his battered troops, Hawkeye present, Hulk here, and I've got Mr. Fantastic, Spider-Man, She-Hulk and Ben Grimm. Iron Man present and accounted for. I've got Captain Marvel. The Human Torch is here, hurting but hanging in there. All accounted for then except for Thor and the X-Men, who apparently vanished before the battle. Deserted, you mean? We'll worry about that later. For now, let's keep moving and hope Dr. Doom and his allies are too busy celebrating to pursue us. What? Easy, Spider-Man, just relax. You were hit pretty hard. But Hulk, I sense danger. My Spidey sense warning me. Danger above. What danger above? Good grief. Cap, look! I can't put all these people down in time to knock that thing away. But in one fluid blur of motion, the man called Hawkeye knocks, draws and fires. This explosive arrow isn't powerful enough to splinter something that big, but if I place it perfectly, it'll split it. Nice work, Hawk. Now if only my power is enough. Sophisticated microcomputers built into Iron Man's armor guide his aim and set the focus of twin palm mounted repulsor beams, which strike their target unerringly with thunderous impact. He deflected the fragments just enough. Nice going, Shellhead. And he didn't even drop Captain Marvel. Not bad. I never drop talent like this, my man. Let's keep moving, troops, before... no. Suddenly, unbelievably, a mountain range which will dwarf the Andes looms above them. For a second, impossibly, it hangs suspended in the air, and then it falls. Well, fuck. And that did it. They're finished. Amazing work. Amazing, nice work. I think you're wonderful, Owen. It was nothing really. That must have killed them. Perhaps. Meanwhile, half a road away, the Beyonder who in his infinite power brought us hence has offered to each of the victors any prize he may ask. What would you ask for, Enchantress? You who are so beautiful, powerful and immortal, a goddess. I would ask for your love, Thor, because for millennia I have desired you. As well you know, for I stop at nothing to satisfy my selfish desires, and I have often sought to take your love by deceit or force. Love is not an object to be seized or stolen, it can only be given. Aye, but we immortals are wont to occupy our endless days with foolish and impossible quests, even to keep from going mad. Or because we are. Could you ever love me, Thor? I know not. Am I not beautiful? Without, surely, but true beauty is not a thing of the spirit. Why is that not your crest, fair one? To overcome petty greed and lust, and unfetter the beauty of your godly spirit. Kiss me, Thor. Give me a glimmer of hope, and I will try. Suddenly, by Odin's beard! An earthquake, but sudden and quick to pass. 'Twas not a natural occurrence. Indeed, precious little here is I have a sense of these things. It could only have been a shockwave from some cataclysmic blow, mighty enough to shake this entire world. Then I must return to my friends, and I with thee, noble Thor. Thor and Enchantress, I fear we have tarried here too long. It is done. And, holy cow, Thor! And the Enchantress, I guess they've been off partying. What's this? Our fortress laid waste. Hey, you see, real good, jerk. Let me have him, one-on-one. I want to. Doom, where are my comrades? What have you done with them? I want answers. Speak quickly. Why, they are dead. We have slain them, all by dropping a mountain range on top of them. Simple, effective, no. Now listen. While you are hopelessly outnumbered, submit and I guarantee you a merciful death. Are you mad, Doom? Do you truly believe that any odds might deter Thor from striving until his last breath? Of course not. However, common courtesy demands that I make the offer. It is 13-1 against you. Perhaps. So be it. Enough talk. Let's ace the sucker. Get him! Stupid, you shouldn't have thrown away that club. You're going to miss it. It might have given you a chance against me, Titana. Titana, the woman who killed Thor with her bare hands. That's what they'll call me. Maybe, woman. When icicles orient Surtur's fiery realm. Now we got him. Pull him down. Just make sure you bozos hold him for a few seconds while I absorb the properties of this junk. Then I'll bash his head in for you. Hey, he blocked it. Can't you idiots do anything right? We're trying, but he's too strong. Look out! Away, varlet. Thy touch offends me. At the command of the god of thunder, let the fury of the sky smite my enemies. Look out! When I rebuilt Ultron, I added a new weapon to his invulnerable robot body, Thor. An energy beam which cancels the forces bonding subatomic particles together. A disintegration, if you will. A disintegrator, if you will. And only under combat conditions can one truly evaluate the effectiveness of one's newly designed weapons. Do you not agree, Thunder God? Kafoom! Wait, what have you just done to him? Have they just killed Thor? What kind of bullshit is this? I believe the test can be called a success. So it would appear. Nothing left but his helmet and scraps of his cape. That means we've won. The X-Men are not yet accounted for, Dr. Octopus, nor is Magneto, and Galactus remains a possible problem. We shall return to Doom Base and plan our next strike, but first there is yet one other matter to attend here, and now, one of you tried to kill me. Indeed, he almost succeeded, and for that transgression he must pay. Doom, wait, the consequences were Ultron, slay Kang. Doom, listen to me. You'll need me later, you fool. Don't. Ah! I trust that the lesson is not lost upon the rest of you. Now, to Doom Base! Doom Base is not good, right? At that moment, many hundreds of miles distant, a strange aircraft soars above the alien landscape. It was piloted theonically by Professor Charles Xavier, founder of the band of mutants known as the X-Men. I believed I neglected to compliment you, Storm, on the superb job you did helping me navigate through the Tempest. It was too powerful for me to crawl entirely, but moderating the winds in our immediate vicinity was not difficult, Professor. The silence slams shut again as Storm's words fade, each X-Men lost in his own reverie, especially Peter Rasputin, codenamed Colossus. Kitty, I miss you so much. I fear you are in awful danger now, as we surely are here in this godforsaken world, so far from home, and you, I think there is no returning from this place. All the dreams I hardly dared to dream about us are finished. If only I could see you one more time. Only a few feet away, the woman known only as Rogue also broods. Not too long ago, I probably would have been fighting on Doom's side. Now I'm fighting with the X-Men. But if push comes to shove, if we're losing, will I stay with the X-Men, I wonder? I don't want to die. Why do you keep popping your claws, Wolverine? Surely you aren't looking forward to the inevitable battle. Nightcrawler, I go through life holding back, keeping the animal inside in check, just barely. But this is war, maybe the last war for all the marbles in the universe. But this time, I ain't taking no prisoners, no matter what Charlie thinks. If Professor Charles Xavier overhears, he makes no sign. His frowned brow betrays greater concentrations than necessary, simply to guide the ship. As he ponders a certain incident only hours ago involving Spider-Man, and is deeply, deeply troubled. There, that must be Magneto's fortress ahead, Cyclops. I don't know whether to be relieved or worried. Magneto's power on our side could be a deciding factor in this war. On the other hand, if he's not in the mood for an alliance, we could be in for the fight of our lives. Meanwhile, inside the awesome structure, the mutant master of magnetism focuses his staggering power into a concentrated field of energy, potent enough to raise a small city. Straining, he subtly manipulates the field, pulling metallic particles from the very air, shaping them, compressing them, fusing them atom by atom, until, here you are, Janet. You made her a fucking cone. Magneto, you simp, mate. What are you doing? Jesus. I trust this will suffice. Why, thank you. Goodness, you really discover the things you take for granted when Bergdolf Goodsman. That's a name and a half. Is a billion zillion miles away. You've got bigger things to worry about than your air, love. And I wish this place had plumbing. What sort of beings would build a place with no powder rooms? Honestly, man. He gives her one snog. They were enemies. He gives her one snog, and now it's fucking Mr. and Mrs. Jesus Christ. They must have been vaguely humanoid, judging from the furnishings and these delicious alien fruit nectars, which apparently they consumed. Would you like some? Nah. Got any cold beer, Maggie? The X-Men. Good morning, Magnus. I've come to discuss joining forces. I believe it may be mutually advantageous to forget our various differences and work together. As a force independent of that under Captain America's command, there is much good we might do. How interesting. Janet. Perhaps you know her better as the Wasp, leader of the Avengers. Janet and I have been discussing precisely that. Slay your enemies and all you desire shall be yours. That is what the Beyonder told us when he placed us here. After seeing his power demonstrated, I believe him. Therefore we must take an aggressive role, unlike Captain America and his allies. We must not fight a defensive battle, we must slay Dr. Doom and his lackeys. And if Captain America's company does not see the wisdom of our course, if they do not join with us, or worse, if they oppose us, we must slay them as well. Don't you see? Should Doom triumph, he would have the Beyonder fulfill his selfish desires, but we, by the Beyonder's grace, would create a golden age on Earth. And throughout the universe, an age in which men and mutants live together in peace. We must fight to the death and win. Janet agrees with me, don't you, my dear? You know, Mag, you are a pompous, overbearing jerk. Cute though. Jesus Christ. Did you really think I'd ever consider going along with your sick plans? I've just been playing along to find out what you're up to. And now that I know, you really, really are the most evil scum since Hitler. I'm going to stop you. I mean, he said peaceful golden age on Earth with mutants and humans. I wouldn't really say that's Hitler-esque, really. What, you dare? Yep, nah, can't hit me. Shrinking to wasp size won't save you. Oh, but that's not all I can do. Wasps also have stings, in my case a bioelectric one. You're a great kisser, Magneto. Jesus Christ. But like a lot of men, you presume that once you romance a woman, her mind turns to mush, and then you own her. Wrong. Ah! Stop her. If she injures him, we may need Magneto, lady. Now settle down, or no. If you're on his side, then you're not very nice, and I'm not letting you near me. Just be grateful I'm not like Magneto. If I were using even half power stings, you'd be splattered, not stunned. So there. I better get out of here. One of them could get lucky, and somehow zap me. And I've got to warn Cap and the others about what rats they are. Besides, the panic crate we felt a while ago got me worried. I can't shake the feeling that it meant something terrible happened. I've got to get back. She caught us flat-footed, clobbered us. We deserved it. We're acting slowly. No teamwork. First Spider-Man trashes us, now the Wasp. I've had it with getting dumped on my butt. She won't get far. Taking evasive action won't save her, that little fool. I'll crush that vehicle with her in it. Meanwhile, how do you steer this thing? It'll take 6 hands to work these controls. I get out and walk, if I can figure out how to stop. Goodness. Magnus, no, I cannot allow you to do this. Allow me? You pursue much, Xavier. Listen to me. I could have prevented her escape with a simple telepathic command, but I chose not to. A few hours ago, I succumbed to temptation. Sonically prevented Spider-Man from delaying our journey here. That was a crime, an act I shall long regret. In that moment of weakness, I was no better than Doom or Hitler. There's a lot of Hitler references in this. Or anyone else who ever used power to usurp another's freedom. If we are to be allies, Magneto, we must first agree that whatever noble ends we seek do not justify evil means. Meanwhile, far away, where a newly planted mountain range rises from the planet's crust, while dust still settles on the surface, deep beneath billions of tons of stone. How about a little light? You got it? There must be 2 miles of rock above us. How can even you hold all that up, Hulk? I'm just bracing it. I've got leverage. Still, I don't know how long. Seconds, a minute maybe? We couldn't dig out of here in a month. We're as good as. No, we're still alive. There is a way. Help me receive Reed. He's going around. He's coming around. Revive Reed. He's coming around. Reed, listen. We're in trouble. They dropped a whole mountain on us, man. Iron Man and She-Hulk wedged out of space as it landed, keeping us from being squished. There ain't enough air for the torch to flame on and burn his way out, and it's probably too far away. No one here has power enough to cut through or dig out. Except me, but if I let go, the rock above will fall, smashing us all before I could start digging. Iron Man, let me have a look at your armor. If it operates as I suspect it does, I might have an idea. You must have a toolkit. I'll need it. And Hawkeye, if you have any trick arrows with microelectronic components. Good, Spider-Man. Your web shooting devices must have circuit-sized relays. I'll need them too. My web shooters? There's no time to argue. Alright, I guess, yeah. There's running out. Hulk's getting exhausted, why not? Can we help? No. Iron Man, your armor is more technologically advanced than I ever dreamed. Working with it is easier than I dared hoped. Every system is already cross-linked, akin to modify. I knew Tony Stark was brilliant, but... Shut up, Richards, I'm tired of hearing about how brilliant you are, and now how brilliant Stark is. You hear me? The dumb brute who's buying you this time is fed up with that garbage. I see. Oh, that's exactly the kind of self-pitying meowing we expect from you, Hulk, or Dr. Banner, or whoever you are. But you're correct, you are a brute. To keep using your muscles, that's all you're good for. Why, you arrogant clown, you know I'm losing my intellect, don't you? And you think I'm just a dumb ox again. Already you don't you? Well, maybe I am, but you better pray your stupid plan fails. Because if we get out of here, I'm going to rip you apart. Captain Marvel, Johnny, I've adapted Iron Man's energy input circuits so that you can feed your energy directly into his power pods. Using these makeshift transceiver units. Concentrate, Johnny. Channel your maximum nova flame heat through your hand into the unit. Captain, give him the full spectrum of electronic magnetic radiation. Hey, I can feel their power pouring in, adding to mine. It's unsticking, unbelievable. I hear something, a tapping noise. It's coming from that direction. Full force repulsors. Iron Man, that way now. And so, I never dreamed how powerful this armor is. With enough energy, I can do anything. Anything. Oh, Dr. Banner, I'm sorry about what I said down there. I was only... You knew I was losing it. You desperately made me angry because you knew the madder I get, the stronger I get. Yes, I know, Richards. I finally figured it out. I'm not that stupid. Oh, Captain America, a welcome sight thou art. Thor, I thought that tapping sound we heard might be you trying to dig us out. My mightiest blows tapping. You are buried deep indeed. In battle with Doom's forces, I learned of your plight. I used a flash of lightning to blind them while I escaped to come to your aid. Unduly poured scene. Thor, mate, speak English for fuck's sake. You thought maybe the Enchantress had somehow spirited you away. 'Tis a tale long in telling. Yeah, sure, why not? Later then. Captain Marvel, we need food, shelter, medical supplies. Okay, the speed of light scouting service is on the case, Cap. Split seconds later. Nothing this direction. There's what's left of our old HQ. Well, forget that. I wonder where it came from. Whose it was before the Beyonder transported it here. And there's Galactus, still keeping some mysterious vigil atop that peak. He's been there like that almost since we arrived here. I definitely don't want to disturb that guy. Richard says he eats planets. Hey, a village. So the Beyonder brought some non-combatants along for the ride too. It figures. Obviously the Big B spared no effort to provide all the necessary accoutrements for the little secret war. And what's a war without innocent victims? I can't get over how abruptly and dramatically the terrain changes every few hundred miles on this crazy patchwork planet. Wonder if there's anything past this weirdness. Whoops, Doom's base. I'm not likely to find help there. Here. Better about face before I'm detected. There's our village again. There was one teensy little problem. Still, it would seem to be our better bet. Hours later. Why under Galactus's nose? Is she kidding? I told you that this is the best bet I could do. The best I could do. soon. These people don't look too happy to see us. We can blame them for being afraid and speaking more of the fucking gibberish that is. Can't they see? We need help. And make them help us. No, Hulk, that's not our way. Besides, I think that woman is arguing on our behalf. She won. Or it's a trap. Nah, my spidey sense will be tingling. The blue streak. They really mean to help us. So far. Interesting, this girl seems to be the village healer. This must be some kind of ritualistic laying on of hands. I guess it can't hurt. Hey, it feels terrific, guys. My ribs and arm feel better already. Really? Gibberish. Yeah, same to you, gorgeous. Wow, I think I'm in love. Baby, I'll tumble for you. Thought you got no class, man. I don't know about this place, Reed. I mean, we're right in plain sight of Galactus. Ben, believe me, if he cared about us, it wouldn't matter where we were hidden. But he doesn't. So right here is just as safe as anywhere else. Okay, you're the boss, but hey, Ben, I'm the Thing again. Son of a... What in the blue blazes is wrong with me? On Earth, I'm always a lovable lump of orange rocks. Here, all of a sudden, I get human again, and for no reason, at the worst possible time. And now I'm a monster again. Why, big brain? Why? I'm not sure, Ben. But I have a strong suspicion, and it's not good news. I'll give it some thought. You do that, Stretcho. I'm going to see if these guys got a cop big enough for me and hit the sack. If these little wimps don't panic and run off at the sight of my beautiful bod. At last, I truly understand just how lonely you feel, Ben. Trapped inside that body. Now I'm trapped, too. Billions of light years away from Sue, fighting what might be the last fight. It must be worse for her, about to give birth to our second child, not knowing when or if I'll be back. What? He moved. Galactus moved. Oh no, no! The Battle of Four Armies is the next issue. So that's the end of issue 4 of Marvel Superhero Secret Wars. Pretty good issue. Shit's going down. And yeah, I'm enjoying it. Just what, 8 more issues to go to see how it all concludes. You know, if you haven't read it in the last 40 years it's been out, yeah, and you're about to find out how it ends. But yeah, so if you enjoyed, please like, subscribe. I thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next issue. Bye.